The men's conference group has made a milestone and is now fully registered as required by our laws and the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya.
On Wednesday, we are calling upon all university student leaders. This includes secretary generals, presidents, all TVET and tertiary institutions. Every university should hold the
14th of February to also apologize on behalf of our rogue members to the female community. A meeting of all chairmen of all the 47 branches, and what we are able to have, or those who have been able to attend, are the distinguished men that you are seeing in front of you. We have a press statement that we are going to release to you this afternoon. Greetings, members of the press. First and foremost, we are here to announce to all our members in the country that 1 year since we held our inaugural meeting in Carnival, Simba Saloon, the men's conference group has made a milestone and is now fully registered as required by our laws and the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. Our sole mandate remains to champion the well-being of the boy child, commemorated every 14th of February on Valentine's Day, and this day, as you all are aware, is fast approaching. My press colleagues, a look at the National Transport and Safety Authority NTSA annual report has left this movement in utter shock. The report disclosed that 3,609 people lost their lives in road accidents in 2023. This number of fatalities covers the months of January to October 2023. This is an indication that the road carnage graph could continue in similar trajectory this year, 2024. Majority of those who lost their lives, sadly, are border riders who are part and parcel of the men conference group. 99% of the riders are men, and we care for our fellow men. We want to discourage a situation where a man leaves the house in the morning and never returns home, leaving behind orphans and widows just because he died on the road. Whereas our 2023 Men Conference theme was creating better men through mental health awareness, we, the organizers of the Men Conference annual forums, have this year decided to move out of the boardrooms and save lives of our members who are men. On Valentine's Day, we intend to launch a year-long Men Conference road safety campaign targeting the border riders across the 47 counties by use of our branches in those regions. This therefore calls for the involvement of every man out there, starting with our man-in-chief, His Excellency President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces. We are therefore announcing a start of a campaign among our members dubbed Donate a Reflector Jacket and Save Our Men. This will run until Tuesday midnight, 13th February, the eve of the Men's Conference Day. The campaign will be launched at Uhuru Park, Nairobi on Wednesday, with at least 2,000 border riders joined by fellow members in various professions. We are equally calling upon institutions that are friends of men to equally join hands with men across the country in giving light to the dream of men and safety. For those members donating physical reflector jackets, you will be required to drop them at our offices at St. George's Building along Parliament Road. This is the official collection point. And for those willing to donate in kind for the reflector jackets, we'll have a paybill number given to you, 400-200, to account number 158694. These for the purchase of the reflector jackets to be used on that Men's Conference Day, Wednesday, 14 February. The men's conference also announces the demise of our main conference head of digital media, Kaiser Obed, aka Grand Mullah, who passed on last Saturday. All men are hereby called upon to take a minute on Wednesday, 14 February, and observe a minute of silence for our departed soldier. That same day, we shall hold a funeral service in his honor. Men also willing to help the family in funeral preparations are directed to get in touch with our association's treasurer, Ian Keganda, of telephone number 0725 488 32 without further delay. I thank you, and just for an elaboration purposes, you all know that on Wednesday we shall be having men's conference. We understand our female gender have organized to have a Valentine's Day on Wednesday. We want to tell our female gender that all my members, based on the directives I've given this afternoon, that they will all be very busy in activities that have since been put by the chairman of the association. And just very quickly, for demonstration purposes, we intend to have a safety campaign day on Wednesday, whereby we are calling on all chairmen of all the branches across all the 47 counties to all take part in ensuring we have safety. We have said we do not have a situation where a man leaves his house in the morning, rides a boda boda, and does not return home because he died. So we are going to be donating reflector jackets in this form. I think it's high time that also give the SG to put on one, because we are very keen on having safety. There is no need of a woman waiting for flowers, but your boyfriend bringing you flowers is knocked on the road just because there are no safety kits. So, as chairman of the men's conference, we want all our members in the SMEs and those riding particularly the border borders to ensure that they at all time put on reflector jackets to save lives. We do not want to be sitting in boardrooms and saying we the men are okay when we are losing thousands and thousands of our members down there in the name of border riders. The reason why we are embarking on such an activity that will be a 12-month campaign for all the men, and we will review its success in the next men's conference in 2025, is because we do not want a situation where we are the causes of death on the roads. A border rider, when he knocks a pedestrian, that pedestrian could be your sister, that pedestrian could be your mother, that pedestrian could be your wife, those pedestrians could be your wives, for my members of the association who are polygamous. And so we have written to several organizations to ensure that on that day we have a smooth flow of activities from Uhuru Park and across all the major roads in the CBD. We have written to the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA. We have equally written to the Kenya National Highways Authority. We have equally written to the Ministry of Transport. We have equally written to the National Police Service to ensure that on that day, that is Wednesday, the 14th of February, all men will be undertaking this particular activity that has been outlined by the association. The men's conference will be on without any interference. And so we are calling upon the relevant authorities, particularly the National Police Service, who majority of them, I can confirm to you, are our members, to also take part on that day in ensuring that we have safety on our roads. The number of the femicide that have been recorded in the past 1 or 2 months, first is a shock to our the men's conference, and we equally want to tell you that as chairman, we will be using Wednesday, the 14th of February, to also apologize on behalf of our rogue members to the female community for whatever has been happening there. Our members have been implicated in the same, but we will be using that day to also say sorry to you. And so for that reason, the 2,000 border riders that we are going to unveil the safety, we will each have a single flower to give to women along Moi Avenue as a show and a sign of sorry to you on behalf of the entire male fraternity, because we do not want a situation as members of the men's conference when some of our members will be going to seek for their second wives, third wives, they get a stumbling block in the name of femicide. We want to ensure that when our members are approaching you, the ladies, from that day on Valentine's Day, you give them a soft spot, you look at them with your 2 eyes and look at mercy, and uingie box yao. So we do not want a situation whereby this femicide is used against men out there. We want to use that day to make peace and ensure that each and every member, because 80% of our members, some of them have no wives and some of them have only 1 wife, and they want to add to the polygamous setup. So we will answer that in deeds and not in words on the 14th of February. That is Wednesday. Next question.
My name is Ranjak, and this is a message from the Men's Conference Association to all university student leaders across the country. This is the information that we are having. On Wednesday, we are calling upon all university student leaders. This includes Secretary Generals, presidents, all TVET and tertiary institutions. Every university should hold a light candle in the evening at their respective universities. And kindly, in honor for our own comrade, that's Kaiza Obed, who was a visionary student leader, who was a visionary man, who was a visionary member of this Men's Conference Association, in respect to honor him, let us have this candle lighting at our respective universities, each and every college, each and every institution of higher learning. We are calling upon you, kindly adhere to this. And also, as our chair has said, all roads will be leading to Nyamira County to at least give a decent send-off to our fellow comrades. So we are urging all comrades. We have an official WhatsApp platform, and also we have an official communication line that we are giving communications. We are going also to have the general or the general candle lighting on Wednesday at the University of Nairobi. We will communicate the venue before then. So kindly, all student leaders across all campuses, across all colleges, we are sending a message to you. On Wednesday, make sure you at least perform a candle lighting in respect to our friend or our brother Kaiza Obed, aka Grand Mullah. Thank you.
In the middle of the men, we want to give you flowers in advance, because on Wednesday you might not receive, because your person will be heavily engaged with us. So allow me to present this on behalf of all of us, to you, the lady in the building.
And you are receiving on behalf of all those who will miss.
And you are receiving on behalf of all those
who will miss.
Yes, thank you. Asante. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sawa.